Hey guys, what you're about to see is me taking on a secret boss in Kingdom Hearts. Now, this fight took multiple days and multiple recording attempts to beat him, and I didn't want to have to sit through the cutscene beforehand every single time with every single recording file, well, in the hopes that maybe that would be the time that I beat him. So you're just going to see the cut. I'm just going to show the cutscene that happens before the fight just as is, and then I'm going to show the fight where I actually beat him. So, here you go.
Who are you?
And Sam?
What's that supposed to mean?
No. No, I'm so close! Come on! Oh! How do you like that, Xemnas?
What are you talking about?
Just...
Wait, what are you?
A mere shell. No kidding. Experience necklace. Answers report 13. I didn't know there was a 13th report. He who doesn't exist. Okay, so let me give the rundown of who that was and what I just went through. That is a secret boss that I hadn't known was a secret boss when I first played. He becomes unlocked once you've reached the final rest at the end of the world. And you get to it from a portal here in the Dark Chapel and takes you to where you fought Dragon Maleficent. That was Xemnas. I mentioned that pretty much Ansem in this game is just a Heartless. Well, Xemnas is that Heartless's nobody. When Xehanort lost his heart in Foul Darkness, it created Ansem, the Heartless, and his body left behind became Xemnas. That's who that was. That was Xemnas, leader of Organization 13. Let me tell you, I stumbled across this fight while I wasn't recording. While I was just going around trying to grind, and I nearly shat myself because that cutscene before the fight, I remembered seeing part of it in Kingdom Hearts 2 when Roxas was reliving Sora's memories. But I never knew what that was from because I never remembered seeing that. And dear God, he was an absolute monster to fight. So the best strategy I can give to fighting him, just load Donald and Goofy up with all their items, ethers and potions respectively. Give yourself elixirs. Try to give everybody megas if you can. Keep Aurora up at all times. And just attack. Just full on attack. A lot of his attacks can be blocked, can be parried. Which you can then follow up with an immediate counter. And that's literally all you could do. That's literally all I could do. All I could do was just attack, attack, attack. Like, he comes in 3 phases. First phase is basically him just using those orbs, which will pretty much detonate depending on where you are when he casts them. Which means if you're at a distance from him when he casts them, he'll pop up, they'll burst wherever you were. Which means you get closer to the distance on him at the last minute and avoid them. But if you're right on top of him when he uses them, he'll pop them right on top of himself. The wall will hurt you. The light wall he does will hurt you and push you back, but you can also attack and deflect it. which will help prepare you for what he usually uses for a follow-up, which is his 2 slash with his freaking lightsabers. Second phase is where things get interesting. He does that little 2-blade dance. He'll fire off that ring of lasers that will then shoot at you. And most annoying is his shock ability, which pretty much, as you saw, turns all... gets rid of this because that's now replaced with the triangle. But it turns all of this and the triangle into shock with the word release. Just cycling through them randomly. The only way to get out is to hit release. If you hit shock, you take damage. You also take continuous damage as it goes, and you will eventually die from it. You could either try to get the timing right on it, which is incredibly difficult because that release does not stay there for even a fraction of a second. Or you can do what I've been doing and just randomly mash, just repeatedly mash a X and triangle. You'll take damage, and there's a good chance that release won't pop up on one of them but before you die, but that's the only way I could get out of it. It's a gamble. So basically this fight's going to mostly be up to luck, depending on how often he uses shock and how quickly you can get out of it. But also in the phase 3, which starts with him turning into that big disco laser show, which after a while gets easy to avoid once you learn how it works. You just have to either stay try and stay on whatever side doesn't have lasers on it. Try to go under or over them if you can. Stay close for the same reason that you want to stay close with Ursula when she does her laser. And then next phase, obviously, he'll do all the same moves, but his little lasers that he fires off will be red, and he'll do a string of them. They do more damage. That is annoying. That also comes down to just a bit of luck with how often he does that. Because if he does other moves, then it's easier to hit him. You mean I'm not done? 12. Where's that? Oh dear God, do I have to bait? Do I have to beat Sephiroth for that? I'm not going to be fighting Sephiroth. I've tried a couple times now, and he's just way too strong for me. He is just unbelievably strong, and the fact that I have to fight him alone makes it almost impossible. So, if I can get some damage in on him. If I was playing on easy, then I think I'd be good enough, easy or even normal, I think I'd be good enough to beat him after a while, but I'm not going to beat him on proud. So, this is where I wanted to end this. This is where I wanted to end this bonus content. So, I'm pretty much done now with Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Next up is going to be Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. And I'm sorry if I sound frustrated. It's like that fight took a couple days to beat. Like I've been trying for a couple days now to beat him. He is powerful. Like if you don't know who that is really, like, he is the final boss of Kingdom Hearts 2. Which you should know. Like I said from the very first part of this, like this Let's Play is not for those who have not played the games. So yeah. Goddamn your stuff. He was he was tougher than frickin' Ansem. Jesus. But anyway, for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next episode. Later.